the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Rob with the Box Voice here with Chris the Nightmare Arreola, heavyweight, gonna fight here in San Antonio. How do you feel coming into this camp and you seem trim and ready? What was different?
The fact that I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry to beat this guy. I'm hungry to embarrass this guy. I'm hungry to prove myself in the heavyweight division. My last two performances were abysmal. My last two performances were subpar, were garbage, man. That's why a man like Travis Kauffman thought he was ready for someone like me, because he thinks I'm with my dime flight. Little does he know that, I didn't train for those fights as like I should have trained. I didn't prepare myself like the professional that I am, and that's my fault. That's my knock, and I deserve everybody that talks crap about that because it's my fault. I'm only as good as my last fight. My last two fights were garbage.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of people are trying, or some critics are saying maybe he's slipping a little bit. But why was that? Was it distraction?
No, not distraction, man. I don't blame nobody but myself, man. I'm a man. I stand when I pee, and I got to take responsibility for my own things, man. I didn't show up to the gym. Henry was there, so I can't blame him. What are you supposed to do? Get up and go to my house and drag me out of the room? No, man, that's my fault. I could find distractions real easy. But that's me. Regardless, if a friend invites me to go do something, it's on me whether I want to do it or not. So I'm a man. It's my fault. And I just didn't come prepared for those fights. And especially the last fight, man, it felt like a sparring match. It felt weird. It was in the afternoon. Regardless, they came in with a better game plan. They did what they're supposed to, and I didn't.
Was it the isolation? You said you were up in Big Bear. Was it that you got away from the city life?
You know what? I chose Big Bear not because of the isolation, because Henry wanted to go to Phoenix, Arizona. I like Phoenix. I love Phoenix. But I felt like Big Bear was a better fit for me because it's a high altitude. It's a much harder training. You really have to work hard to get in shape up there. Because if you just go to the gym once a day, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I was going to the gym 3 times a day, 2 times a day, every day, and I was grinding. And it wasn't fat camp, it was boxing camp. Every day I was in the gym with a regular t-shirt like this and shorts. I wasn't trying to cut weight. Fuck that. I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not here to look all sexy. This is what I am. Yeah. I am what I am, and I'm in the best boxing shape possible.
And it's funny you bring up Phoenix because the last time I saw you training was in Phoenix, up in Phoenix, Arizona. But leading up to a fight where you really put on a statement, it seems like you got that same fire in your belly, and you're dropping your weight. So you're looking to make that same kind of statement versus Kauffman, who's a formidable guy going into 2016, where the heavyweight division is. I don't want to say it's wide open, but it's changing.
Yeah, it is changing. It's changing a lot. Thanks to Tyson Fury for what he did against Klitschko, man. He made a boring fight even look kind of, exciting, Klitschko didn't know what the hell he was doing in the inside. He was lost. All he wanted to do was hug. But that being said, man, Travis Kauffman is a very good fighter, man. He has a good amateur pedigree, man. And I've always said that the amateurs is very important to be a heavyweight fighter, to be a fighter, period. So I can't compare him to Seth Mitchell, because Seth Mitchell didn't have no amateur experience. Seth Mitchell was a football player. As you can see, I didn't return to the boxing ring since I fought him. So I prepared differently for Travis Kauffman because he's a better fighter. And I know I had to work hard and I knew I had to grind for him.
And like you said on Periscope, you do have a lot of history with Travis Kauffman in sparring. Do you think that's going to play a factor in the ring? And is that kind of a concern where he knows with your mechanics?
No, it doesn't bother me one bit, man. There's a difference between sparring and a real fight. When I'm sparring, I work on things. And if it works and it works again, I won't do it again because I need to learn something else. So there was plenty of times that he kicked my butt. There was plenty of times that I kicked his butt. But that's different. That's sparring. Sparring don't mean shit to me. I got my ass kicked plenty of times in sparring, and I don't care. It doesn't mean nothing to me. What matters is when I'm in the boxing ring, 10-ounce gloves, no hit gear, the lights are on, the camera's rolling. It's time to go to work. It's time to put everything together. And that's the way I feel. This Saturday, I got to put everything together. I got to make all my combinations. I got to do all my side steps, all my hip movement and everything. I got to make it work that day.
Well, you've had your ups and downs, and the heavyweight division is changing. So what does Chris Arreola have left, and what do you want to do in the heavyweight division from here on out, 2016?
You know what? It's always been the same thing. My directive has always been the same thing, to be a heavyweight champion. Since I started boxing, I always wanted to be a champion. I didn't think I was going to be a heavyweight, but thank God I'm big, man. And I'm lucky that I could do this in the heavyweight division. And this is my 3rd run. I got to make it count. I got to make every punch, every combination. I got to make everything count. So that's why I'm coming prepared for this fight to make everybody know that I'm a heavyweight to be reckoned with, and I want those titles, and I want to earn those titles. I don't want just like a Rick-a-dink win. I don't want to fight bums to win a title. I want to fight real legitimate fighters like Travis Kauffman.
Well, you seem fired up, you seem motivated, so lastly, what's going to happen Saturday? Your predictions?
Honestly, my prediction is pain. My club length says pain, man. I'm here to, every punch that I hit him with, I want to make sure that he feels it. Every punch. Whether it be the arms, the body, especially in the jaw, he's going to know that he's going to fight.
All right, I'm sure it's going to be a big splash seeing your Mexican-American heavyweight here in San Antonio, which is a big Mexican-American population, but I appreciate the time and good luck.
Gracias, man. Appreciate it, man.
Right, signing out. Boxing Voice.